Hello, cosmonauts. It is Tendiment Timmy here, and we're going to be taking a look at a pretty cool NFT project that kind of caught my eye the other day. So, as many of you might know, we try and host Cosmos Spaces. Follow the account at Cosmos_Spaces, and we do those Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I do like an introductory one on Wednesday. But we just kind of try and engage with the community, talk about anything and everything Cosmos. And I believe it was last weekend, maybe 2 weekends ago at this point, Spaceman here popped into one of those, started talking about his project a little. And I don't even remember who DM'd first, but I started talking with him in the DMs. I thought he had some cool stuff going on. And I was like, hey, you want to do a video talking about your project? And so here we are. So I'll probably turn it over to you if you want to give a little bit of background on yourself or the project. I'll leave it up to you what you wanna fill the people in on.
Thank you, gentlemen, for your introduction, and it's an absolute pleasure to talk with you. And so I'm really glad to be here and to talk about my project for the Cosmos space. So what you are seeing here is the website for our project. So we are Spaceman. So we have 100 handmade NFTs. It's completely 3D rendered. All the Spaceman, exoplanets, and even the background is completely 3D rendered and with out-of-world perks, of course, because we have so much things in plan. And the main purpose that we are creating this art in 3D is something for the future. So, which we will talk more about in the future and also in the roadmaps. So the story of Spaceman is like we created an imaginary fiction story as always. Like the story is set in 2150, where humanity moves to the Mars, and the technology develops, space exploration, health and science and everything. So then there is also an advancement in the space suits, because now in 2150 we have the research materials from the effects of exoplanets on human surface. So it's like everything is integrated together to manufacture advanced biosuits. So this is how the story is set. And so what happens is, like, of course this is set in a dystopian background where Earth is now suffering global crisis and economic breakdowns and crop cycles. So now the people on Mars, they are of course intelligent humans because they go there. So they put together a team of 100 spacemen, and they send it to different parts of the universe in search of life. And so we have 10 spacemen. Each spaceman is suitable for a specific category of planet. So let's say in certain exoplanets, it may have just valleys and canyons. So in such case, we need a spaceman to climb through and to get down inside undergrounds and everything. So we have designed one spaceman specifically for that. And some planets can be completely filled with fluids like water or any other substance. So it's completely liquid and don't have a surface or barely maybe minimum surface. So this is another type of exoplanet for which we also have designed a spaceman. So each category has one spaceman, and under one spaceman we have 10 planets. So what you will be buying with us is I can show you in our Twitter page just quickly. So this is one of the cool art that we posted recently, and this is actually the first full NFT that we posted in Twitter just 3 days back. So we were already like over 700 followers when we posted this one. Until then, we have been just releasing our designs, and we had a really good response from our community. So
Yeah,
yes,
that's awesome.
yes.
I guess
So
what do you mean by 3D rendered? So like this image that I'm looking at right now on your screen, is this just a random screenshot that you took from a 3D scene, or is this image the actual NFT? Like is it a Blender file or a Cinema 4D? Like how is the NFT an actual 3D model? I'm kind of interested in the tech behind that.
Yes, so it's actually completely rendered in 3D, and it's done in Blender. So this spaceman and everything, the surface, including everything, is set in Blender. But what we did is we rendered as a 2D image, and we are selling this as an NFT. And
Okay, cool.
as I told you, the purpose of 3D is something that we have in our roadmap, and maybe I can just give some hints today. But of course, we have a very long run, because you can see the quality of our work. We have put so much effort into it. Each and every single detail is like, you can observe the reflection, the light, and the moon details. And the main purpose of this project is also to stay close to science, because okay, let's take Interstellar movie, the Interstellar movie, everything.
Yep.
In the Interstellar movie became a huge hit because they tried to match it as close to science. Of course, it's not 100% science, but they at least try to match it to 70 to 80% of science facts.
Right.
Exactly. So every spaceman, every exoplanet that we have here, I'm gonna show you the amount of research that we are trying to do. This is the reference for just one category of exoplanet. So
Oh, cool. Okay.
but we have so much things that we're working on. This is the actual first NFT that we released, but I'm gonna show you some other cool designs also. This is some the climber, the next spaceman that I mentioned, for exoplanets made of valleys
yeah.
and canyons.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Okay,
Okay, wait. So let's step back a second, actually,
Yes.
because I remember one of the things that actually caught my eye when you were describing this project is just that they're kind of handmade, as opposed to a lot of the NFT collections out now, which are very like templated and computer generated sort of. So it just in that way alone, like I could see some people buying these just for the art because they are beautiful. But with everything you've been describing with the lore and stuff, I guess I'm a little bit confused. Like, is there a game here, or is it more of just a story behind the art, or like is there something I'll be able to do with my let's say climber spaceman, like a game sort of thing where I'd explore a planet? Or I guess if you want to talk a little bit more about the big picture, kind of like yeah.
Yes. I can't tell much about it now, but what I can do is maybe I can show you the remaining designs and explain it, and I can tell you the big picture, if that's okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So sorry for that, but I'm gonna explain it to you, of course. So
Yeah.
So I hope so. This is how it's set, and so now what we want to do is to bring the quality first, innovation, because we ran an Twitter poll asking for what people look for in a project. So they need quality and innovation. So we think we solved these two first, and then the next point was with roadmap and returns. So this is something that I'm gonna explain next. Like, to your question, what's the bigger picture for this project?
Cool. Yeah.
Yes. So before that, maybe I can show the other designs of Spaceman.
Yeah. Cool. Let's go through these.
Yes. So this is the front and back. As you can see, this is 3D render and everything. Even the surface that's behind, entire wallpaper, that's the entire background that's behind is 3D render. This planet is actually, I can give a clue. This exoplanet is for climber, because you can see it's all of valleys and canyons. It's just completely just like on Earth we have Grand Canyon at one place, but maybe if you take an exoplanet, you can have Grand Canyon spread throughout the entire
Right.
surface. For explorer, it's like soft planets, like mostly with plant life and stuff, alien plant life and everything with explorer. And then we have hazmat, which is for poisonous planets, poisonous and volcanic dust and everything that needs filtering, and some bigger and all those things that's not okay for human body is with hazmat suit. And you can go to our website and see the design completely. And next is we have exoskeleton. This is for exoplanets which has heavier gravity compared to Earth. So you need an additional support system to walk on the planet. And next we have thrusters, which is light light, we're like really light gravity planets with atmospheres. Because maybe, for example, planets like Jupiter and Saturn, they're really light. You can fly over their atmosphere. So that's just something similar built for that. And then we have the miner to mine advanced minerals, and all these systems, there is a story behind it. Like, they have a power source. If you go behind, you can observe their power source that's attached to them. And even with exoskeleton, you have a power source that's over there. And
Oh, cool. The little details. Super
yes,
nice.
everything is being so much detail, so much work is behind this. And for luminescent, let's say this is a different oxygen support model where it's like a capsule. He just can fix it in the back, and it supplies him oxygen through his suit. And luminescent is for planets. Sorry, I was going for front. Yes. So luminescent is for planet which are like quite dark for most of the times. Uh, or maybe, and also for underground surfaces, because in some exoplanets life can be under the ground. Like, so this is something, this space suit is built for that.
Right, like
And
planets with big tunnel systems and such, yeah.
exactly. And this is armor. For me personally, this is my favorite, I would tell. Because I can show you some cool image also, like this one.
Ooh.
Maybe so this is for I don't know,
The
maybe I can.
lighting is really beautiful. You guys got the blender reflections and shadows down pretty nicely. Like, it's super appealing.
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna show you an example for hazmat. So this is like a cloud
Oh,
storm.
cool.
Cloud storm. So we were initially posting with to show our quality of the work. Like, you can keep it as wallpaper and desktop image. You can print it for a huge poster in the wall. Uh, so it's just a generic purpose, but not the actual part of the project though. So yes, just give me a
Well, and
second.
also it fits the whole Cosmos vibe really well. Like, I could just imagine seeing these cool astronaut profile pictures from
Yes,
cosmonauts.
exactly. And so for armor is mostly for planets with left behind alien technology, or some alien technology where you can interact. So you need an advanced suit to break through the technology. Because I don't know if you have seen certain exoplanet documentaries. Aliens may have stayed in a planet, but when they have grown their technology or something, they would have left the planet. So armor, this concept is for planets with alien tech. So we have really cool designs for this. And it's personally, it's the I love this model so much.
Yeah,
And
this one's very
this,
cool.
yes. And then it's the climber. So
Oh yes, our old friend.
yes, so with this it climbs up, down, like, so it's much easier to pass through this
I'm just
climb.
imagining that climbing backpack in action. That's pretty cool, just spidering up a wall.
Yes. Yes. And then we have the underwater, which is like for all the under fluid systems. And here we have the thrusters. Maybe I can show you the okay, this one is
Oh.
the below the
Well,
legs.
so like, even though, you know, the main NFT that might show up on the marketplace might have them standing in a field or something, you guys even did the detail of stuff like you know, you might not see the bottom of this one's feet, but you guys even went to the trouble of doing the detail of like the propeller and turbine design in there. That's really awesome.
Yeah, no, that we have a purpose, of course. We shouldn't have gone
I have
for
a feeling,
this.
yeah.
Yeah. Another thing is, like, we want to be unique, and what we want to do is like the 100 NFT right now. We could have gone for 1,000, 2,000, but
Yeah.
the main thing that we want to do is, with the 100 NFTs, we want to deliver our promises and roadmap. So then we gain the trust of people, and we want to show that we are different, and we will be able to do our promises. That's when we go for phase 2, and then we
Okay, I
expand
love
our
that.
community. We
Yeah.
expand our community. So yes, this is something we want to do strongly, and that's why we just stick to 100, and we keep our promises, and then we expand to phase 2.
That's awesome.
And
That's a good battle plan, so to speak. Yeah.
And this one is the final model, the designer. So the designer is a pretty normal human type spacesuit, but this has really some special attribute that you're gonna see in the next slide. And this is the lineup of the entire Spaceman
Okay, cool.
from all the 10 with Maximus is our spaceship that we are gonna release in the Twitter today, the details and
Cool.
everything. So this 10th Spaceman, the designer, uh, like, is for the collaborations. So this separate category, the 10th category is for collaborations, where we have placeholder here, which is hidden by armor, of course. So, and then here, so in this placeholders, we display the logo of other projects or collaborations that we are making. We are working with some space industries also, like to collaborate with them. So we display their logo here. And so how the NFT looks is, of course, 2D image again, but in the front, we have a, like, in the back, there is spaceship with the logo of the company and name, and in front we have the spaceman, and that will be the NFT.
Okay, cool.
So we already have the roadmap and collaborations, but we are taking a week more to post it online. Like, most probably we will have an AMA to post it, to announce it with our community. So this is what we are planning to do. And now to your question, what's your big plan and what's your roadmap? Yes. So the main goal is we are currently testing augmented reality, and so we have working products which we will. I can't tell much, but we will be posting about it soon. And then the final thing is we have a device, like the main purpose of making the 3D surface, also exosurfaces also with the spaceman, is to integrate in virtual reality. So the long-term goal is when you just put on your goggles, you feel yourself on the surface of the exoplanet, traveling among the exoplanet surface and feeling the texture and everything. Just experience what it really looks like to be on another planet.
Interesting. As your spaceman, I assume, right? Like,
Yes,
if you were to look down, you'd see, you know, whatever suit and like design you bought.
exactly.
Okay.
This is our
So,
long term.
would you? It may not fit perfectly into either of these, so feel free to say that. But would you describe it more as like a game or almost like a metaverse? Like, is there going to be any game elements to it, or more like an interactive art piece, kind of?
Um, the thing is, so we have that an idea, but as I told you, we want to create a standardization. We don't want to give false promises to our holders or something, but
Yeah.
we are completely working towards it, and we want to only announce it when we have it in hand. So for now, I'm
Okay.
telling you about augmented reality and virtual reality because this is something we are working on, and we already have tested augmented reality. And just imagine, maybe the holders, they have their kids, or they have the students who are interested in space science, or maybe to inculcate their interest, they can just scan an QR card with our spaceman on it, and they can already see our spaceman and exoplanet surface. And this is gonna create a curiosity in students because NFT right now is booming so much, but there is so much utility that you can put behind it.
Yeah.
It's not just you buy and you trade and you get profit. Yes, of course you get profit, that's okay, but you need more than that. With our project, it's like you become a part of our community for our future developments, because we have so much ideas and developments that we are currently working on, and we have working product. And when we develop and grow, the initial first 100 people who trusted us with our NFT, they're going to get returns from the royalties that we are going to sell throughout the world. And so some other amazing thing that I can tell now is, maybe a clue, is the integration of digital and physical art.
Interesting. Okay.
I gave a big clue right now. uh, I hope you got it.
I think that's vague enough, though.
Yes, so
Yeah.
the main goal is we need these 10 characters to be at every household where they have Superman, Spider-Man next to them. We want these characters.
Okay.
And
Okay.
this is something that we're working on, and we hope we reach there, because we believe we have amazing design team, like we have amazing technical team, and it's a long way, but
Yeah,
we will
you
reach there.
certainly have awesome art. Like I can appreciate it as a digital artist myself. I guess I should note something to the viewers here that I also kind of forgot to note on the DAO Up video, but I'll note this going forward. Like I'm very much going to use this as a channel to just explore all things Cosmos. But that doesn't necessarily mean I'm vouching for a project. Spaceman here, did not offer me any money to talk about this. So obviously everyone do research on anything I do a video on your own. But to kind of throw you a bone here, I think what a lot of people might be wondering here is, aside from like the art, and you've kind of touched on this a lot, but maybe put it in slightly specific terms, aside from just supporting the art, like what could you tell someone right now, maybe in some kind of concrete terms, as to like why they should invest in your project? Like what might it bring them down the line? Like let's say someone's skeptical, like, yeah, okay, standing on a planet in VR is cool, but it's not worth, whatever your mint price might be. So like what else are you guys bringing that you can kind of concretely point to? Because I think that's, as you've mentioned, that's the big thing with NFTs right now, is like the way to distinguish your NFT project is to do something unique. And you've mentioned that a lot. And so I'm kind of wondering, what might there be from a value accrual standpoint? I kind of don't like that NFTs have to be looked at that. I wish they could just be looked at as art sometimes, but I think that's where we're at,
Yeah, no, I understand it clearly, and this is maybe I can tell you like a few of our other roadmaps and how it's gonna bring value to them. So what we are currently developing right now is an education material, like a solid one. Okay, maybe before that, maybe just I can give a quick description of our team. So
sure. Yeah, definitely.
It's okay.
In fact, I know you have a bit of an interesting background too, right? Like, yeah, feel
Yes.
free to talk about this.
Yes, so this is where we give the trust to the people, because we are open. You can find me everywhere. So myself, I'm Spaceman. I have a master's in space systems engineering. So this is something like I love space so much. And this is something I want to start like how my journey started is like I want to integrate space and blockchain and NFT, also to give back to the society in a good way, like to increase the curiosity of people in space science. So since we are moving like so close to space sector, like there is so many investments in space sector, people are starting to feel space every single day with the rise of SpaceX and a lot of companies. So this is something that I want to do. And apart from that, we have Dr. Indu. She is a PhD member. She has a PhD in planetary science. So she is our project mentor. And we have two designers, dummy designer Neo, and Mani is a backend developer from India, and Ria is front-end developer from India, from France and India is. So they help us develop this art and the website and everything. So this is our team. Now going back to the roadmap, the other parts of the perks of owning a secret spaceman.
Yeah.
So we have finished our initial coursework on space mechanics, and so we will be releasing the teaser, or not, it's like coursework, right? So maybe some snippets from the coursework. It's really high level quality to our community. So let's say okay, so we don't have any link to the space science, so why should we still, going back to your question, so why should we get this coursework, and maybe it's not useful for us? So this is where we give them a lifetime returns. So we are not just developing one coursework, we are trying to cover every single aspect of space in the coursework in a solid frame, like it's deeply packed with knowledge, and trying to give the best quality. From, you would have seen our work, I think you understand our quality and what looks like to be best. So
Yeah,
it's
so
the
when you
same.
say coursework, do you mean like, so like one type of person you might be aiming at for this project is people who just love space as much as you guys and may want some like in-depth, higher level like research material? What do you exactly mean by coursework?
So okay, let's say a person who buys this NFT. Oh, let me explain what we're trying to do with this coursework. So we
Okay,
have
yeah.
a set. We will be posting a set of coursework. Let's say you can learn about space environment, orbital mechanics, or space mechanics, or astronomy, astrophysics, or you want to learn about satellite or something. Let's say if the person, someone who buys, this is where we are bringing a difference. So if someone buys our NFT and they want to trade it within a hour. So let's say they buy it and then they sell it in a hour. So they can do that, but absolutely, even if they have held our NFT for just a matter of 30 minutes, their address will be automatically put in our system for the entire coursework that's going to come for the future. So they trade with our NFT for once, and they're gonna get the perks of Secret Spaceman for lifetime. They can
Oh
access our
yeah.
coursework whenever they want. And the thing is, maybe they don't, maybe they are old, maybe they don't want to learn space systems. I don't care, we don't care, because we want to spread it to everyone. They can have their kids, they can have their nephew, they can have their student, their family. All they have to do is, so with their secret address mapped, we will get their email ID. So we're going to map their secret address with their email ID. So this is something that we are working on in background code development. So with that secret email ID, it's a verified system. So if they want a specific code or access to the coursework, they can just mail us. And since it's already verified, so they can get for their entire family or free for the entire lifetime.
Okay, cool. So someone can say, "Hey," or someone can prove, "Hey, I'm the owner of this address on chain, and as you can see, I've at one point owned a Spaceman NFT, so I'd like access to your orbital mechanics coursework, or whatever the case may be." Is that kind of the system?
Exactly.
Cool.
So on business, like on the other side, like, so maybe they may ask, so what if I hold it for half an hour, and then we group of 100 people, we just do this, and so we sell it for a cheap price, and but everyone gets it. So which means it can be a cascade, and this is where we have a system where a floor price has to be met. So when a floor
Okay.
price is met, which means our owners, they don't lose their value also. Let's say I buy this NFT, I'm a third person, I buy this NFT, and if I have to have this access of the coursework for lifetime, I there will be a floor price that will be set based on the markets and everything, or just a price in dollars or something. So if I sell it for the same price again to you, let's say you buy it, and automatically you are eligible if you are buying at the floor price. So you are automatically eligible. So and then I also don't have to sell it at a loss to you. So this is something we are trying to bring in the system, and we believe it will also help the holders, or like the people who trade with us, and also give them a lifetime return values.
Right. Okay, cool. So two questions. One, what do you guys think your initial mint price is going to be?
This is something that we are like little bit oscillating to decide, but of course it's not going to be too expensive and not too cheap. um, but it all we have to decide soon, like maybe in 2 weeks we will be posting it publicly. It's all because we are just waiting for some top collaborations to fix. So this is
Okay.
why yes, so this is something that we are waiting for, and once we have that, we can fix a price.
Okay, cool. And so then second question is just to kind of surmise everything. It seems like your target audience and the place that you guys kind of derive your value from is people who love space, right? So like a lot of your benefits may not be for everyone the way a lot of NFT projects are trying to be. A lot of NFT projects are just like, "Oh, we'll provide some benefit that gives you money." Everybody likes
Mm.
money, right? So everybody likes
Yes.
this project. But you guys, like, if you love space, then this is the project for you. And like coursework just being, and it's funny, coursework might not be the best term for it because it implies work. It has the work in it, but like material, like reading material, fun research. Yeah. So, okay. So that it's definitely coming together in my head. That also sort of. Go ahead.
No, sorry to interrupt. Maybe it's actually coursework because we will be teaching them via, it's like a presentation and it's video, and this is something. But
oh wow.
To your question of okay, not only space. Okay, let's say someone generic, they want to buy and hold it for a year. As I told you, we are integrating this as a physical or two, and so if someone hold it for a time period, and when we integrate to physical AR, so these people are boarding us from the starting. So what we will do for sure, we have decided this, we from the sales of the physical part, our holders will get the royalties. So let's fix, for example, let's say someone buys this for 100 secret. At this time, it's now it's around $500, but they hold it for 1 year. And we also have phase 2 where we will be all airdropping them NFTs. But let's not go with NFT. Let's stay with real world applications.
Okay.
So when we have this sales and everything, so what we can guarantee is not guarantee, like what we can promise, let's say, is they will get more than what they invested from our returns.
From a monetary standpoint, like not including information and such?
This is apart from information.
Okay, very interesting. Cool. Everybody does like to hear that.
Exactly. So this is not just information. So apart from that, okay, we have something cool also. We will be giving away space merchandise to our category people, like to our NFT holders.
So that's cool. I like that.
One such cool merchandise is a star name registry, where you can name a star in your own name.
Oh, okay. Not the Cosmos star name, the older star name. Yep. I know of that service. Cool.
Yes, the real star.
That's a really good idea. Yeah.
So this is something, and okay, I'm just giving away all the roadmap now. There is one last point that I have to tell.
Okay, we can stop now. I think we've got a lot. If you want to keep some more stuff secret, so to speak, I think that makes sense, and people would certainly understand.
We have something. We also have something more amazing. So the thing is, they will get returns if they hold also. Even if they trade also, they will get their returns. But buying our project is something more like it's like you're getting close to space. That's the only amazing advantage, and you get to hold cool art, but you are never gonna lose the value of this project. That's what we are trying to work on.
Okay, all right. Well, I think it sounds super cool. I'm really curious what the mint price is going to be, just because there's only 100 of them. Like, I'm definitely interested, but we'll see if it's for me when it launches. But I guess people will just have to kind of stay tuned to. Would your Twitter account be the best place for people to follow to stay updated? Probably.
So I can tell. I mean, you can also follow us on Discord. So we have amazing, cool thing going on with Discord. Like, if you, there is something called as OG tweets, like OG channel, how to get OG. So thing is, like, we'll be posting 1 or 2 tweets upcoming, very, very special ones, not every tweet. And the people who retweet our post, they will get the special OG role, and then they get to see our designs, roadmaps, collaborations beforehand when it comes to public. Like, even just the website, they were the first person to see before I shared it to everyone. So even the collaborations and everything. And so if you want to become an OG member, you can join our Discord, stay active, retweet our post, only specific posts which we tell you to retweet. So this is to show your support to us. And at the end, we have finished our initial sale. We also reward you, even if you don't buy our NFT or if you're not a holder, for just the purpose of supporting us. We are going to reward you really amazing. And we also decided to give whitelist spot for the second phase to our OG supporters.
Oh, very cool.
So because we want to really reward our supporters,
Yeah.
Because everyone just sees and goes, but it hardly takes 2 seconds to retweet, and these people are doing this, and we want to reward
Right.
them.
Cool. So after this call, if you want to send me, just DM me an invite link for your Discord. Make sure it's one that never expires. I'll put that in the description of the video. So down below, you guys, you'll be able to find links to all of mine and Cosmospace resources, as well as the Secret Spaceman Twitter and Discord.
I just have a question.
Yeah.
So what do you think will be the best price for this? Just an opinion, maybe.
Oh, I really don't know. I think that is a good thing, because I think it means that you actually are doing something kind of different, and I don't know how to value it. Most NFT projects I look at, and I'd say the floor price should be $5. I think most NFT projects are junk, actually, and that would be my default assumption. So the fact that I don't really know for this, I think speaks well. Like, the fact there's only 100 of them,
Yes.
speaks to it being a bit pricier. With that being like potentially okay, because like you said, you're doing a second round down the road, there will be a lot more than 100, and maybe that'll be like a cheaper mint price.
Yes.
But I would
The
say
second-
something
the
in the
second-
realm of 25 to 100 secret, maybe even a little more, like a huge range. I really don't know.
Yeah, but maybe I don't think we will be in that range, because if you have checked the other projects like MetaRats, Clandestina, they have a collection of 3,000, and then they have the minting price of 69 secret tokens. I don't know if you have checked that.
Yep.
Yes, maybe will be a little bit higher, but it comes with amazing perks. So
yeah, and I really don't know. I also think that it's interesting you guys are doing one of the first niche NFT projects I've seen, just in that you are aiming at a specific audience, space lovers and science lovers in general. And so I will be interested to see which way that goes. Like, I could see, because it's niche, people being willing to pay a lot more, but maybe it goes the other way. I'm definitely going to keep a close eye on it. If the mint price is within my budget, I think I'll definitely be picking one up. Just to say I'm part of the first like astro science project in the cosmos. Yeah, I would say like don't go above something like 500 secret. I doubt you would, but that would obviously
no, that's like way expensive.
Yeah, okay, I figured you wouldn't, but like I said, I can't give you a good range, so that's all I'd say. But awesome, this has been really cool. I'm gonna be keeping a close eye on this, and I'll definitely join your guys' Discord. For everyone watching, make sure to check it out yourself. Mint date price isn't even announced yet, so you guys will have a lot of time to kind of look into these guys, as well as I'm sure more info will be released between now and when the project has a mint date. So I would say just keep up to date on it. Seems super cool. Is there anything you want to finish up or that you didn't get to touch on, Spaceman?
No, it's just it's been amazing to talk with you in this space, and just to our followers and community members, you can follow us on Twitter, Discord, and do join us with the initial 100 Spaceman, and trust us, we are gonna make it. I can tell that we are GMI. Yes,
I love it. I guess I'll close off with something I'd maybe like to see, just like a little recommendation. I think at some point here, it might be another 5 years, who knows. I think a certain RPG or metaverse or some game will kind of rise to dominance, something that'll be like the big player of maybe just the cosmos, maybe blockchain as a whole, I don't know. But if that kind of thing comes along, like let's say, it's just like a general purpose Second Life that everyone uses, I would love for me to be able to make my avatar in-game my spaceman that I own. So maybe somewhere down the road, people who own an NFT can also get the actual Blender file or some 3D model of the spaceman to be used in like other programs and games and metaverse worlds and stuff. That's something I have always thought would be cool in general, but since you're doing an actual 3D NFT project, it's like suddenly possible.
Yes. So
But
this is, of course, we are planning on that, and I can't tell much on that.
yeah,
As I told you before, only we will announce it to our holders or community when we have the solid proof that we can do that. So this shows our
awesome.
credibility and what
And
we
I can appreciate that too. Actually, let's not promise anything. I'm working on a project right now as well that I've only teased and not made any official mention of for pretty much that reason. I want everything. I want to know what's definitely within our control, what's like something we shouldn't promise. So I think that's a
yes.
really good attitude you guys have.
Thank you.
I guess I'll wrap it up there. Thank you everyone for listening. Make sure to check the links in the description. We do live Twitter spaces, which is where Spaceman and I actually met every weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then for any of your new friends, whether they're new to crypto or new to the cosmos, maybe they're coming from ETH or Solana, tell them about Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. EST. I do like a basic onboarding kind of no such thing as stupid questions type of session. So hope to see some of you guys at those. Give Spaceman a follow, and we'll catch you guys next time.